Welcome back, everybody, to the RAS Picks YouTube channel for the first RAS Picks college basketball release show of the season. Great to have everybody back here on the channel. If you're new, get your sportsbook ready, get your app ready, or on the desktop. Things are going to move very quickly as we give out at least one pick for the college basketball card today on Thursday. It's a busy Thursday. It's a loaded card, so there's a lot to get to here on the show. If you're coming back and it's not your first release show, great to have you back. You know the drill. We will be using the setup and go method as we outlined in the intro very quickly there. We'll give you the game to set up. That's your cue to find it, add it to your bet slip. We'll give everybody about 15 to 20 seconds to get to the same spot. Then you're going to hear me say go, or you're going to hear me say cancel. If it's a go, that's your cue to bet it immediately. If it's a cancel, it's a fake. We won't be betting that side, and that is your cue to remove it from your bet slip as we move on to the next setup. Before we get to setup number one, I am pleased to announce that we have a new sponsor here for release shows on the channel, and that is oddslogic.com. For everybody who's unaware, the team that's led by Rick over at OddsLogic has put together a fantastic product, real-time odds for all sports with at least 38 different sports books, regulated apps, key offshores, pay-per-head shops. If you want the odds in real time, you can head over to OddsLogic for all the details. This works on desktop. It works on mobile. And I'll say personally, using the mobile app for the course of the NFL season has been fantastic. You can access it just as you can through the desktop. So wherever you go, you're going to be up to date with all the odds, injuries, alerts. And we have a deal with them that you might find very interesting. If you sign up for OddsLogic, we will give you a $200 credit to use towards any subscription on the RAS Picks website. And following this show, we will have a release going out on the site at 9:20 a.m. Pacific time. So in about 17 minutes time. Great opportunity to take advantage of that promo today or throughout the weekend as we get into the teeth of the college basketball season. All right, with that said, we will bring up the odds screen and we'll get to setup number one of college basketball release shows here on the RAS Picks YouTube channel. We'll give everybody a few seconds to get ready before we get into the first setup of this Thursday show. Things will start off on the full game side of things, and we'll be setting up game number 822, UC Davis +1, 6 p.m. Pacific time. We'll give everybody about 15 to 20 seconds to find and set up game number 822, UC Davis +1, 6 p.m. Pacific time for tip-off. Few more seconds. Game number 822, UC Davis +1 is a go. We are starting the release shows off this college basketball season with a go on UC Davis +1, 6 p.m. Pacific time. If you've got it in your bet slip, bet it immediately, as we can already see lines beginning to move at Chris, beginning to move at Pinnacle as well, switching to UC Davis -1.5. Every other sportsbook on the screen about to start moving in tandem as well, as we see all of those numbers begin to take off. Chat, as always, guys, let us know as you're following the release show. Let us know what price you got UC Davis at. Where were you betting it at? Show everybody in the chat what sports books you were able to use best to find the price here on the release show. We're obviously seeing Aaron, Vern, and John, as well as Anthony between MGM, Circa, and others pulling up with a 1.5 or 1 on UC Davis, depending on the VIG. Good to see everybody starting off the release shows here on the channel with UC Davis +1 as a go tonight. All right, moving quickly. We're going to keep the shows moving at a nice tempo all season long here on the channel. Next setup of the show. I told you, it's a busy Thursday. We got more than one setup. Next setup. Still on the full game side of your sportsbook. Setting up game number 818 Eastern, Illinois, +4.5, 6 p.m. Pacific time. Finding and setting up game number 818 Eastern, Illinois, +4.5, 6 p.m. Pacific time. Give everybody about 10 to 15 more seconds to find and set up Eastern, Illinois, +4.5, 6 p.m. Pacific time. Game number 818 Eastern, Illinois, +4.5 at 6 p.m. Pacific time is a cancel. We are not betting Eastern Illinois +4.5. That is a cancel. If you've got it in your bet slip, remove it from your bet slip. And for those of you new to the show, why do we do cancels? Well, you can see on the screen Viewers trying to jump ahead of Eastern Illinois plus 4.5. We keep cancels in the show as part of the setup and go method to keep it an even playing field, as once we say go, all of these numbers are going to move. So everybody who was jumping just levels the playing field for everybody, as Eastern Illinois plus 4.5 is a cancel. It is not a go. For the next setup, we will be moving to the first half side of your sports books. So if you have it divided up in your sports book, switch over to the first half from the full game. The next setup will be from the first half card. Give everybody a few more seconds to move over to the first half side of your sports book. Next setup, again, will be a first half setup. Find and set up game number 760, Marshall, Georgia State under 71 for the first half at 4 p.m. Pacific time. We'll give everybody about 15 more seconds to find and set up 760, Marshall, Georgia State under 71 for the first half, 4 p.m. Pacific time. Few more seconds. Game number 760, Marshall, Georgia State under 71 for the first half is a cancel. We are not betting 760 Marshall, Georgia State under 71. If you've got it in your bet slip, remove it from your bet slip, as Marshall, Georgia State under for the first half is a cancel. Give everybody a few more seconds to reset before we get to the next setup here on the show. Next setup, again, from the first half card today, we will be setting up game number 806, Denver, Oral Roberts under 71.5 for the first half. This is at 5 p.m. Pacific time. Game number 806, Denver, Oral Roberts under 71.5 for the first half, 5 p.m. Pacific time. Give everybody about 10 more seconds to find and set up Denver, Oral Roberts first half under 71.5. Game number 806, Denver, Oral Roberts under 71.5 for the first half is a go. If you have it in your bet slip, bet it immediately, as Denver, Oral Roberts under 71.5 for the first half is a go. As we saw with the full game release on UC Davis, we're going to see this first half number move across the screen. For those of you new to the show, this is what makes the release shows here on the RAS Picks YouTube channel different, as we see this down now to as low as 69.5 at Pinnacle. Chris moving lower out to minus 138. We're seeing 70 at Buckeyes, 70 at Circa as well, shaded to the under on Denver. Oral Roberts under 71.5 for the first half. That is a go. Go number 2 of the live stream. NBoss, Beat the Bookie, Austin M, Ken as high as 72.5, a full point better than the release. A lot of criticism on the service from outside commentary on Twitter and other places saying that you can never get the lines for the service. You can never get the same numbers. And here we see on the release show with more than 600 bettors watching, more than a point better for many folks in the chat on the release line for Denver, Oral Roberts under 71.5 for the first half. So good on everybody who was able to get the 72.5s that were available on the board. So Denver, Oral Roberts first half under 71.5, and UC Davis +1. The 2 goes for today. And a reminder, in 10 minutes time, over on raspicks.com/CBB, we will have at least one more release for the big card today on Thursday. One play, $25. There's also 10, 25, and bigger options available too. And of course, if you head over to oddslogic.com and you use the referral code RAS, you will get a $200 credit to use towards any picks on the RAS Picks website. There are also links down below in the description for you to head over to either the website or Odds Logic if you want to get the release that will be going out in 10 minutes time from right now. First release show of the college basketball season in the books. Thanks everybody for stopping by. 2 goes. 1, UC Davis +1. Number 2, Denver, Oral Roberts first half under 71.5. If you hit subscribe on your way out, you'll get notifications for release shows coming up in the future, as we will be doing plenty of these the next couple of months leading into March. Thanks, everybody, for stopping by. Have a fantastic Thursday. Enjoy the games tonight, and we'll see you on the website in 10 minutes for the next release.